Testing, 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 testing. Okay. Hmm. Well, that's interesting. Okay, let us see if this will work. Yeah, hey Bob Zombie, nice to see ya. How are things? Keeping busy? Not getting into trouble? Actually, you can hear me, right? I was having a little bit of trouble with the. Oh, well, you responded, so I can assume that you did, in fact, hear me. Okay, well, that's good. I don't know why. What is up with this stupid setup? I'm really getting sick of it, to be honest. Mostly because I have to unplug and plug the entire thing in order to uh, get things going, as it were. And because it's all connected, when I guess OBS doesn't like one thing, then it doesn't like the whole thing. So, yeah, old dumbass self. Ooh. I forget, did I ever go into about the magic ham sandwich? I don't think I did, but it'd be very interesting. It was a very interesting time of my life. Kind of along the lines of what you're dealing with, but a little bit more personal. And unfortunately, not so much caused by a Facebook incident as much as a code commit to the repository, which probably doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't understand programming stuffs. Okay. Well, anyway, Red Rock is now auto hosting me. Hey, thank you, Red Rock. Okay, hello everyone, and welcome once again to Aniki Streams. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, for part 4 for October 30th, 2016. I am your host, Aniki, and with me, as always, is my cat Snake. He is a cute, cuddly butt, and we love him. And let's see, what happened in our uh, last episode? Let's see, it was Thursday. Okay, we started a new case involving. Was it a new case? Actually, I can't remember now. Well, anyway. So, no, it was the trial. That's right. That was all what last time was. Yes, the trial, where we found a little bit of information involving uh, a uh, uh, Maya's outfit that strangely had a bullet hole in it, which is very odd. And it kind of seemed to correspond with the what do they call it? The folding screen that was at the back of the channeling chamber that also had a hole in it about 8 inches from the bottom. So very mysterious. And then we had a lot of heart show up once again to uh, to give us some photographic evidence and basically present her side and what she witnessed, which didn't really provide us a whole lot because unfortunately we were. Thank you, Kitty Butt. Yes. Unfortunately, we were able to essentially corroborate with her story because we saw the same thing that she did. In fact, the only thing that was different was that she had acquired two photographs because, of course, she took some nice little pictures. One of them was pretty useless. You couldn't really see who it was. But on the second one, which seemed to be a little bit conveniently posed now that I think about it, um, almost like it was a third party trying to get Maya in trouble, which is very interesting now that I think about it. It's been a long time since I actually played this game. I mostly played the first one just because I kind of petered out towards the end of it and I didn't really feel like going on with it. So I'm kind of rediscovering this myself as we go along. But let us continue and go along some more, shall we? We shall. Okay, play. June 21st, 3:24 p.m., Crane Village.
Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick.
You're welcome. I had to come and look at a few things here today anyway.
Um, I thought about this a little.
Hmm?
If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man,
She definitely didn't.
yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person.
Yes, Pearls.
Oh, I see.
Wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. She's got a nice little bouncy. Yeah, that's right. I was reminded of the music from Mega Man Legends. Oh god, that has been so long. I think for my anniversary in April, May, something like that, I'm gonna do a run of Tomba again. Just for good old times, I guess you could say. Anyway, so what did you think of seeing your first trial?
I was really surprised. I never had seen so many people before.
Oh?
And Mystic Maya looks so small and helpless.
Well, Maya's already naturally short, so.
And then that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes.
Roughly? Oh, she means Francesca. Well, you dress up like Mega Man. Dress up like Mega Man playing Tomba? No, I don't think I'll be doing that. Maybe, what was it? Street Fighter 5 Mega Man? Who looked like he was ripped from the American covers. It was basically a fat guy with a gun and a helmet. Yeah, I could probably pull that one off. I won't deny that. Anyway.
She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm gonna tell her what I think of her tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Okay.
Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya?
Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent, all they care about is if they win.
That's terrible. But she's really good prosecutor with a she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right?
There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy eventually.
He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore.
Huh?
He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Okay, I wonder when and how that happened. Maybe we'll find out through the progression of this game. By the way,
Yes? What is it?
you wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you?
Well, why are you asking me?
No, I was just thinking earlier.
I didn't see anything.
She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? I Just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Hmm? Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened?
Ah,
Huh?
well, what I was doing? I wasn't doing anything.
She's really bad at lying. You can whisper to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Two locks on Pearl.
Um, I guess you can see through my lie, huh?
Yeah, clearly.
I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick?
Mm, about this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right?
Yes.
Now, where you found this key is very important. So, please tell me, Pearl, where did you find this?
I found it in the incinerator.
The incinerator? She talking about the one in the garden?
The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek.
When was that?
It was after the channeling when everyone was in a panic.
Hmm.
Mr. Nick,
Yes?
are you gonna tell my mother?
Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did?
Yes, if she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking.
Gotcha. Well, let's keep this a secret from her, alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. You stay away from that, that's mine. Okay, well, I have a feeling we don't really have enough information to talk with her. We don't even have an idea what she could be doing, so let's continue on, shall we? June 21, Fay Manor Meditation Room. It's really empty. There's supposed to be training held today. But I guess it's over already. Let's see, that incinerator. June 21, Fay Manor Winding Way. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Oh, looks like they've noticed me. And are now running at top speed towards me.
Oh, hey, like, you're that dentist guy.
Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again.
Oh, like, really suave, so it's like my turn. It's nice to see you, too.
So, what's up? You're all out of breath.
Oh, like, huh? Oh, like, you mean, like, I'm just, like, totally happy and, like, totally excited to, like, be here, like?
Excited. You get away from there. What are you getting into, stinker butt? Excited?
Like, I mean, there's so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here.
Oh, really? For example?
For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it?
All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. Okay. Is there... I am? Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn?
Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure.
Huh? Didn't know that.
And, like, it's sealed inside that urn.
It's... What are you talking about?
Like, you know, Amy Faye's spirit.
Amy Faye? Or, excuse me, Ami Faye? Who's that?
Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Ami.
You don't have to get upset with me.
So, like, as long as our spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic?
Romantic, huh? If that urn really is as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. Eni, I want to ask you about the murder.
Murder?
Dr. Graves, remember? As if there's another one.
Oh, that one. Like, You should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room?
Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all?
Like, come on. What a total bore. Totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing.
Oh, yeah, you only introduced Dr. Gray to Crane Village. No relation, I'm sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Dot dot dot.
Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to, like, do with the murder?
I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I have. Ah, interesting. 2 locks.
Like, what is it?
Looks like I'm gonna need something to pry her mouth open on this one. Hmm. Uh-huh. Patience. You may. I don't know. Oh, I just noticed. There's a thing on the urn. Or the, thing. That's right. Pearl said she found this key inside the incinerator. Guess I should take it and look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A tiny bit, but still. Cloth scrap added to the court record. What about that urn? Can we get anything from it? Okay, kitty. So, there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see is a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks? Looks like something's written on it. I am, huh? Weird. Sacred urn added to the court record. Okay. Yep. Take a break when they feel tired, okay. Well, June 21st, Fay Manor side room. The bedding is all laid out today, too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. What about this box? I keep wondering about this box. I'm sure this wasn't here before the murder took place. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Okay, well, doesn't really tell us anything. She isn't gonna talk to us, I know that. Okay, well, maybe to the channeling chamber. June 21, Fay Manor channeling chamber. Looks like Morgan's here too, but she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? She looks like she's talking to a picture. Whoa.
Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty.
What in the... Who's there? Oh, that was quite a look.
Oh, if it isn't Mr. Wright.
Just curious, but what was that picture you were looking at?
Oh, today was that event, was it not, good sir? I heard you did well.
Huh? Oh, yes, thank you. She didn't answer our question.
I am so terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apologies. I had a previous engagement, so I had to watch over the trainees training today.
I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about that picture.
Oh, because the master can't be here with us, you understand. And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this.
lowly branch family member. Okay. Do you remember something about the murder? No, I told you everything I already know. Or I know already, whatever. Where you were, or where you in this room were, typo, were you in this room the whole time when Lotta and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit severing technique and held her in my arms afterwards. Said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however, that is all that occurred. I was really hoping for some new info. Suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. I feel like I was just made fun of in the worst way possible. So, did the students train here every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given the day off the murder. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course, however. And I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright! Yes, yes. Oh, wow, she got really scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next questions, please. Man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty. She's a brilliant spirit medium. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. The DL6 incident. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. Yeah. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. Erased? A person who has been away from this village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to the Kurain village. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid... I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Maybe she knows about this key. This is the key to this room. That's right. But why do you have it, good sir? That I'm not telling. Return it at once. I can't. It's evidence, after all. I think she knows exactly how important this key is to this murder. But what is this feeling I'm getting from her? It feels... I can't describe it. It couldn't be going to melt you with my eyes. There are 6 parts to the Kurain sacred writings. To think that this valued treasure of our village and Mystic Maya were both shot by a gun. Well, that's... Even if something that occurred during a channeling, it is an unforgivable act. Okay. That is Mystic Maya's costume, isn't it? It's a shame. I never thought anything like that would happen to her. But we don't know that it was Maya that did it. Oh, poor Mystic Maya. Do you ever listen to anyone other than yourself? What about this urn? What do you think about that? I'm terribly sorry, but I am afraid. Spirit, no, strong. Really am terribly sorry, but this has nothing to do with your spiritual power. Actually, it kind of does, since that's their. Never mind. Okay. I'm sure it's healthy to you in some way, but I'm still in training, so I don't know anything about it. I'm really deeply sorry. No, 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 it's okay. I shouldn't have shown you something so trivial anyway. I'm very sorry. This feels so weird talking to a kid like this. Okay, whatever. June 21st, Detention Center Visitors Room.
Hey, Nick, I've been waiting.
She looks so helpless.
So, how was it? What did you find out?
Well, I found a few things.
My eyes are tearing up, Nick. Don't make me cry.
I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble.
So, how was it? Today's trial, I mean.
You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie.
Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're gonna win this, Maya.
Thanks a lot. Really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it?
Of course not. You're completely innocent.
If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but there wasn't anyone else in that room with the two of us, right?
Well, did you check behind the folding screen?
I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there.
That's exactly what Lotta said, too.
Nick?
Yeah?
Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray?
Because of something Mia told me.
My sis? What did she tell you?
She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you.
Now that you mention it, wait, then I really am?
You're not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged.
Drugged?
I think this was planned from the very beginning, and you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray.
That's...
I want to ask you something about Pearls.
Pearlie? What about her?
No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder.
Wait, Nick, you don't think she did it, do you?
No, nothing like that.
She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never! She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great, and cute.
I didn't really think she was the murderer, but she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right?
Yeah, the two of us, we were playing with her ball.
A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. Yeah, might as well ask about it. So about this ball.
It's nothing really special, just a plain old ball. I think she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job that day. Pearlie really loves to play with that ball.
She likes playing with balls, huh? She loves to play with that ball, huh?
When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box.
The clothing box?
Yeah. Pearlie's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about.
The clothing box in the side room, huh? Okay. Well, back to the side room, I guess. June 21, Crane Village. Oh.
Ah!
Hey, wait, please, Lotta. She ran off into the manor. Well, might as well follow her. June 21, Fay Manor Meditation Room.
Lotta. Ack!
Hey, I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me, and they'll turn to dust. Okay, well, I guess we'll deal with that later. Winding way. Side room. Okay. Oh, cool. June 21, Fay Manor side room. I'm pretty sure I saw Lotta run in this direction, but it doesn't look like she's here. Well, there's the ball. Steel Samurai. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what is it doing on the floor? Good question. Well, maybe that's where Lotta is. It's a clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. Ah! What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? Oh, bad person. Just another piece of human trash I needed to crawl or hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into? Oh man, huh? There's a small hole in this clothing box. It's about 8 inches off the ground. It's the same height as a folding screen. And could this... Huh. So... what if Maya was stuffed in there behind the folding screen for God knows what reason? Okay. Well, where's Pearl? June 21, Fame Manor Meditation Room. Oh, Mr. Nick, that person ran by here just now. What person? The person with the fluffy cotton candy hair. She means Lotta. She said, "Don't look at me with them eyes," but I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't ya bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Okay. I have a feeling now that we got the ball at least and the urn. I have a curious suspicion that I know what happened. Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? Eh? You can do that? You'll tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Come on, buddy butt. The Winding Way. You were here, weren't you, Pearls, in the Winding Way? Wow, you got it! Hey, babers. Oh, upset stomach, I hope you're okay. So, do you think you could tell me how now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearl was doing in the Winding Way? She was probably playing with her ball. You were playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Oh, come on, get out of the gutter. She's an 8-year-old girl. Isn't she? 8-year-old? Yeah, 8 years old, okay. Uh-huh, and then... Something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean, something? Nothing bad happened. Just whoosh. Just whoosh. Whoosh. Okay. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. This urn, it's a village treasure, right? And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here, isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you break the sacred urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? Mm, she doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time, but it's strange that this lock hasn't broken yet. Eh, it's a really old urn, isn't it? Eh? Eh, it's so old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks in? Her voice is shaking. How can you tell that the urn has been broken? Well, I'm pretty sure that's because... Who started the crane channeling technique?
Eh? It was Mystic Ami.
That's right. And how do you spell her name? Do you know?
How do I spell her name? I don't know.
It's spelled A-N-E.
Gasp.
I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn. And made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Okay.
Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the Winding Way with my ball.
And that's when you broke the urn.
Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Ami's spirit fly away.
Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay?
I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village, but the broken pieces were pretty big, so...
You thought you could put them back together and no one would notice?
Yes. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there.
The hallway? You mean Winding Way?
Yes.
For some reason she looks taller. Yeah, well, anyway. Channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job.
Yes, I might be strong in spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. When I had finished fixing the urn, I looked up. I saw you coming into the manor.
So that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder.
When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick?
What is it, Pearls?
I'm going to get banished, aren't I?
I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Mystic Ami's happy to be free from that cramped urn.
Yeah, I hope so.
No harm done and a happy resolution. Phew. Sacred urn, updating the court record. Okay. How was it updated? Broken by Pearl right before the murder until repair. Under repair in the hallway until police came. Okay. Well, can't really do anything. June 21, Crane Village. Phew, I think I've found everything I can, but I can't see how they all add up. And is Eenie Meenie being here just a coincidence? Eenie, okay, I can never remember that damn chick's name. Hey, mister, how is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Enie's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix, I'm talking to y'all. I wish I knew a little more about Eenie, but where am I going to find info like that?
Oh, I get it. You can't bother to look over at trash like me, is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Lotta. Oh, so you finally noticed.
I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word.
Well, I gotta hand it to you. Sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this large lump of one around like this.
Thanks?
Well, you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own.
What are you going on about? And as for following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing?
Well, you see, well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart, are you?
You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Okay. Look, I'm real dang sorry about that. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotte. Um, I don't suppose you can forgive a gal like me. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, I guess you did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Oh, thank goodness. I'm still what? No, no, nothing at all. Just talking to myself, gibberish. Now then, lot of heart, at your service. I'll share with you all dirt I dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. A lot of not taking money. Now I know this one's an alien clone. If Maya's not the real murderer, then who do you think she is? Or who do you think is, Lotte? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? It's that a cult freak. You mean Eeny Meeny? Well, there ain't anyone else that could be, right? My granny, you and me, we were all together that whole time. So Lotte suspects Eeny. Which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eeny. Okay, I thought another option would pop up. Maybe profile? Okay. That's Annie Manny, right? Yeah, I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. Actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister. She's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard as much. I'd also heard that Eni was the one to introduce Dr. Gray to Crane Village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal, if you ask me. Hey, you want me to tell you more about her? Okay. Speaking of Eni, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? It'll cost you a lot. Oh, silly me here. I thought free meant no money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Well, heck, you can go find out on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well, say, actually, it was gonna be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Well, that's the way the gumbo spoils, right? Spoiled gumbo. Spoiled gumbo sounds. I mean, look, don't blame this on. Never mind. It's like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. Okay, well, June 21, hottie clinic reception. So, this is where Eni was hospitalized. The fuck is that? Yes, you here to visit a patient? Yes, are you a doctor here? Yes, I'm Director Hottie. I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes, so what can I help you with, I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eeny Meeny. Miss Eeny Meeny? Miss Eeny? Yes, oh, her. It's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come back. Come on, it's back to your room with you. Sweet Hums, calm down. Calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start with that Sweet Hums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of the hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their bosses. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes. Huh? Don't, yes me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the humanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Torgo meets Cavanella. Yes. After this, I think I found a Phoenix Wright game I'm going to try. Yes, that's a very, very interesting. His super is amazing. Okay. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinic stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes, what does that look for? Yes, there is a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes, when they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. You do surgeries here, right? Yes, we do some plastic surgeries here, it seems. It seems? Yes, it seems that way. What do you know about Miss Eenie Meenie? You were talking. Yes, that girl, she was transferred from the hospital. From the general hospital to here? What kind of surgery did she need? This guy is drooling and he wants to inspect chests. I do not like this guy. I hope we never have to see him again. Unless, he already has Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Red. Yes, well, she needed surgery. It was really bad. Really bad. So, what kind was it? Yes, well, no, you see, that is something. No, I can't tell you. So you say with a happy smile on your face, Mr. Director. See, there's this thing about how doctors aren't allowed to talk about patient stuff. And all those TV shows, too. You've seen them, right? Yes. I'm never gonna get him to unzip those broken zipper teeth of his at this rate. Yeah, or borrow it from a friend. There's gotta be something I can show this old coot. Tell him we're an attorney? He seems to like detective shows. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Yes, what is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. Trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, I think I can let you in on a little secret. Oh, what's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding me? Anyone with half of Fry's brain knew that. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Hold on, I'll give you something. Real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic's. See, I'm like this place's walking dictionopedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky, smooth, hearty patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah, how about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you wanted to know about Miss Eenie Meenie, right? Miss Eenie Meenie? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. Okay, now I guess I can talk to him again about Eenie Meenie. Oh, hopefully I won't ever have to come back here. Please tell me what you know about Eenie Meenie. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. Yes, I'm going all Emo Phillips. I can't figure out a good way to portray this guy, so fuck it, I'm doing whatever. That girl, that's right, she was transferred here from the General Hospital. That was, yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and round in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. It sounds pretty severe, all right. Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes. Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep. That's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Kitty butt. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Zini's operation? Yes, Miss Zini's. Body butt. Yes, you're a good kitty, and I love you. Okay. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad. Very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eni had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl, she she had just gotten her license, so she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So, see, I got her picture as a way to remember her, yes. Well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? What? A pretty girl like her, I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's my treasure. My treasure. Shit, I should have been doing this guy as Golem. Oh man, I could have done that. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask Precious Josh. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. License photo added to. Was that? Okay. License photo added to the car. Okay. So you looked up information on Edie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes. God damn it. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes. Hold on. I'll get it for you, the article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Don't get me wrong. I thought it was something like this might come up, so. I'm obsessive to the max, but I bet I could learn about how to stay on a lead from this guy. Yes. According to this, Miss Amy was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And those are sorry thought processes. A strong chill woke her up. Carla. And the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Amy fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away from us, yes. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes, this is. Newspaper clipping too, added to the court record. A new clue, I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Amy had her surgery and got better, yes, princesses.
She was discharged sometime in December last year.
It's already been half a year, huh?
Yes. So how was the real how princesses, wasn't I? Yes, princesses.
Yes, thank you very much. Man, that's hurting my tongue.
Yes. Well, then I'll be getting back to my room, the princesses. Would you like to play a camera with us? I could show you my birthday present. Tell Miss Heaney I said hi, okay? Yes.
It's time for me to leave, too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time for me to leave. Okay. Well, now let's see if we can talk to what's her name? June 21, Crane Village. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? Hey, you ain't looking so well. Oh, yeah, so earlier that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell him. Things are sure getting interesting. Hmm. Oh, but honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. Always starts out small, you know? Stealing the master seat and controlling the village folk. Now you see what it's turned into. Murder, that's that. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about, that's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said it was something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, master is this medium named Misty Fay, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? Huh, so I guess now she's only taking care of the place while the master's away. Do you know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So I hear the master has always been the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with the more spiritual powers. Come to think of it, Maya said the same a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her to her younger sister, Misty. I see. How does Brock feel about that? This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things, too, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Oh, wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. Interesting. Well, don't really have anything else for her, so I guess let's see if we can find what's her name. June 21, Fay Manor, Winding Way. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in like a while, like. Yeah. Think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scared look on your face? Oh, great, now I'm getting back into the southern accent with all the other voices that I do. Great. Okay, well, let's see. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. And you just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, who you got in mind? What about yours? I want to ask you about your own car accident. My, God damn it! Gotta get that southern twang out of my voice. I was doing so well. Okay. Anyway. Yes. So, wow, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in, like, an accident? Oh, come on. No, not that one. Check. Two women. Yes, this one. Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says Miss Eenie Meenie holds interview about crash. Ah, you suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait. What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eenie Meenie, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Meanie, is in here too. Like, totally, wow, what a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, like, what now? Like, and do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Uh-huh, yeah. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? Like, I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you.
That creepy fake director.
Now you're ready to tell me about the accident?
Like, wait a second. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder.
Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct?
And?
That woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... I believe it was your sister, Mimi Meanie.
Mimi?
You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Oh, that was easy. Okay.
Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door.
And your sister?
I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills?
Like, he was totally got to get my sister. He totally did that too, like, pay my sister back.
I wonder. This guy does give Eenie a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray.
It seems simple, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible.
What?
I think you get the picture. I'm gonna serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay. I'm gonna move away from this chick now. Get out of here, cause she's a little psycho for some reason. Okay. You got the Roderick hamburger. What, does that change all your other your items into other items? I think that's what the Roderick cube did, didn't it? Yeah, well. I never played that one. Looks like something's up.
Stop, stop. Leave my mother alone.
Oh, hey, hold on, pal, okay? I'm not gonna hurt.
Pearl, dear, it is perfectly all right. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too.
No, you must stay here and protect the manor. Yeah, an 8-year-old girl protect the... Whatever. No, just a hamburger. Okay. I figured it was that.
But...
Oh, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol.
Detective, do not upset me further.
I forgot he likes to do that. Sorry. Poor Gumshoe being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. How?
Mother... Mother, this has never happened before. Pearls, Mr. Nick, I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick.
Say something, alright? Anything. I'm terrible at this.
Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya?
She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence.
Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her.
Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either.
I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you to by her side.
Huh, Jack has the hiccups. Her stare's really piercing. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess we'll just go without her. So to the detention center. June 21, 6:38 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
You kept me waiting, Phoenix.
Mia! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think.
Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it's a heavy weight to bear.
If memory serves, Mia had a few cyclocks of her own. Mia, I'm gonna get this last piece of information I need.
Sure, I welcome you to try.
Okay, well, Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. Okay, maybe not. Thought it was gonna bring up the old stuff, so I guess I gotta talk to her first. Mia.
Yes?
Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Whoa, 3. Okay.
Why do you think so?
It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets.
It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning.
Yeah, battle of wits against Mia. Ooh. Yeah, I'll talk about the other ones first.
There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before that trial.
You mean, like, how did the real murderer get into the room and kill Dr. Gray?
Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started.
Which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling.
That's what I think in any case.
But Maya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there.
That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beached whale. I thought I'd never see this day. Are you actually asking me about spirit channeling?
This case is all about spirit channeling, and I feel like I don't understand a thing about it.
Well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling isn't exactly an everyday thing, is it?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor, Mystic Ami Faye, acquired. You know,
I wonder if this Ami Faye is in that new Phoenix Wright game that came out. Because I could have sworn it dealt with the Karain channeling technique. Them going into the past or something like... never mind. I've heard that name before.
the Faye family was originally a family known for its services to the gods. When Mystic Ami was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because, you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha. To this day, her soul is still sealed in Karain's sacred urn. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Phoenix. It's just a fairy tale.
Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale, too? Okay. Now, my time. Okay. The murderer.
Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about something from you, isn't that right?
Yes.
Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting.
Morgan Fay, of course. There was no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Okay, I was actually thinking it was going to be Maya.
Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi.
That's true.
Show me some evidence that would cast my suspicion onto my aunt.
No evidence. Well. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for this splotch of blood.
You mean it's from Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder?
Yes.
But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume.
That just means someone changed her clothes.
Changed her clothes? But why?
I don't know why. But there was only one person who could have done that.
The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt.
What's that look mean?
Your argument is too flimsy.
Hmm?
You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume.
But this blood...
And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't, do you? Do you have any proof that a piece of cloth is from Maya's costume?
Well, check. No, it's not from there. Key. Oh, okay. Think this is the proof you're looking for?
The key to the channeling chamber?
Huh. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key, and yet somehow it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden.
You're right.
And this is what Maya told me.
While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator.
Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume.
It would certainly seem that way.
Someone changed her in a different set of clothes. And then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. Apparently they missed a spot. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was
taking care of Maya, my aunt.
Exactly. Okay.
You did very well, Phoenix.
Thank you.
As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi.
Yeah, she was with us the whole time.
Here's my final question.
you don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? Oh, yeah, of course. She needed an accomplice. Eeny meeny, she's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Eeny meeny were in cahoots. It's kind of an interesting passing of the torch thing. We had to break the secret of our mentor. Just kind of a nice touch. Just feels like, Phoenix is finally coming into his own. That he's not relying on other people so much. Well, anyway. Something has been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fay Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eeny Meeny was involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. Problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Why would she why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eeny. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there's only one possibility. Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Fay. Me and Maya's mother. Why would she bring it up now? Now then, looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. That one took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. Debating on if I should continue. Not sure how long this next or the bit is going to be. If there's going to be some turnabout that is going to cause a third day of investigation. It doesn't feel like it should though, because we kind of. Oh, you want me to? Yeah. Okay. I guess I will. Okay. Well, let's settle in. Got me a Twix. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Twix. Oh, sorry. Okay. Alright, let's see. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. I have to dress nicely for your meeting tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be... Have fun. Of course, you said you didn't have seniority over this guy, so why would you be involved, or is it a company-wide kind of thing? I mean, yeah, he kind of mentioned you, but I didn't see you having like a back and forth. He was just, you said a thing, and then the other guy said called you guys dumbasses, and then everyone else just kind of piled on, but didn't really, you know, you weren't, you didn't get drawn into it from what I could see. I don't know. Anyway, Nick, yeah. Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Well, that's very interesting because in the last game, Von Karma, her father, said his daughter was 11 years old. And we have no. Uh, oh, yeah. Um, uh, they want all people involved. Huh. Okay, well. The person isn't shit, and they wanted to see how people feel about it. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she's felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. You don't really care, yeah? Well, like I said, you didn't really do anything. I mean, the other people in that thread seem to be. I mean, I don't know, maybe. Yeah. Fun to watch, there you go. See, here, when someone has a problem with something, usually that's. They only deal with the one person. Though, now that you mention it, yeah, maybe just to clear the air or something. Whatever. That'll be interesting, the results. But, you know, if you don't want to tell me, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. I don't. It's none of my business. So. And then you look at me and, well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. Again. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through.
Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya.
Huh? What do you mean?
My mother is coming today to show her support.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's right, Pearly.
Hey, Pearls.
Yes, Mr. Nick?
Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too?
Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch.
Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Pearly, not this again.
Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake.
It sucked before. Yeah, see? That's the thing. Or, you know, it could have never started if the guy didn't say anything at all. That was kind of on him, I will admit. It's not like, haha, look at all this shit. And that Eric guy, or whatever his name was, haha, he's an idiot, blah, 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 you know. Anyway.
See you later, then. I'll leave you to your alone time.
Phew, thank goodness.
Nick?
This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial.
What do you mean? What's going on?
June 22nd, 10 a.m. Okay, so he was bullshitting about needing Mia's help, and he was wanting to kick her out for the time being. That would probably be really hard to see her mother succumb to, you know, prison because she's a criminal. Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world.
All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix.
Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who's never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago.
Your dad had 40 years on him.
Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country.
That's nice, Mrs. Von Karma.
Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Mrs. Fay.
It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Ugh. You saw that too, huh, man? Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session.
That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct?
Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been.
Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin.
All right, let's hear it.
The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point.
What? But Miss Von Karma... Then, how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant?
I never said that wasn't the defendant.
Then what is the meaning of this?
All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. Well, yeah, that's why she's standing here now to be, in court. Of course she exited the room after the killing. Anyway. And I believe this is when she dropped the key.
Can you substantiate your claim?
Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fay, to the stand.
Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she really seems torn by this.
Witness, name and occupation.
My name is Morgan Fay, and I am a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what did you mean, in a manner of speaking?
Ah! I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya, then. Spirit severing technique?
A technique to remove a spirit from the body and send it back to the other world, that is...
Yes, that is...
You, be quiet. Now, witness. Something happened while you were performing this technique, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room.
What?
And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in possession, or while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber.
Order, order, order! Miss Fay, please testify to the court what happened during that time.
Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial.
Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrust me away from herself and escaped the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck, and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise.
That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to crack it, or find a crack in her testimony. Uh-huh. Just now you said those two. Who are those two people? Come on, you idiot. So referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At the time, I myself was a little confused, on top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Yeah, so do I. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good and Sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. I just realized there's technically 4 Miss Fays in this area, but whatever. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. That statement I gave you was a lie. What? But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however... The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? I don't believe that. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes, it was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade mystic Maya had done something so very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Oh. This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there is always later. Yes, very well. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you were physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, missing Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However... With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for sure. You fainted? I became dizzy, and then collapsed to the floor. How long were you unconscious? I just realized those two have the same voice, oh goddammit. I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. Hmm. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge when she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Sure, might as well. So, while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder that myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. Looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. Yeah, this was kind of useless. Anyway, that's enough. From what I can tell, there's nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back to bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, yes. That is exactly what we should... Be quiet, you! Now then, what the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. She went to speak with someone? Oh, her sister. Yeah. Who was it? Prosecution calls Miss Eeny Meeny, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eeny Meeny? I think you can see where this is headed. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, Eeny Meeny. I'm, researching, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what people call it, I can't say I understand what it means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meany. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Well, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. Just realized me and the judge are the only dudes in this. Oh, and Gumshoe, but he really hasn't been into it. Oh, and the murder victim, yeah, but he was he disappeared in that first bit, so whatever. After the murder... when the channeling chamber started, I was, sleeping in the side room, a little later, someone came into the room, really suddenly, It was, oh my god, totally my sister! I, hadn't seen her in, so long. I was so happy in, a sad way. My sister, she, told me something, totally terrible. What did she tell you? Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying this person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor. Maya Fey was still in the middle of a channeling at that time. Are you saying that was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes, Beamy Meany. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness. Yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what that terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Do I totally, really have to, Of course. Miss Meany, please. My sister, this is what she said to me. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eni? She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There. Are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence... Excuse me. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there was room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spots more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. After the murder... sleeping like when I was... Like, a little later, someone came in the room suddenly, and it was like, oh my god, totally my... Ugh. Are you absolutely certain? I guess? You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Mimi? I hadn't seen her in so long, so I was happy like in a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister, like. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult, but you were, so... But I, like, know all about the crane channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? Nah, why not? Go on. So, you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But... Ow. Don't keep badgering her. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized something. You know the phrase objection? Could you try using that at least once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw his sister, is it really that important? Oh, it's very important. It's very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. I have, but I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright. Mr. Wright, Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm, like, totally cool with that. I wasn't, like, scared at all, and, like, her costume looked totally no bullshit, it did. Bullshit. There you go. That was a very well-spun lie, Miss Annie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you what you just said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't really think you thought that at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I mean, just get a look at that cleavage. Is that really your sister? Is it? Never mind the blood on her costume. Is that really your sister's boobs? If so, nice. I wouldn't think that even you would be surprised if you saw someone like this appear before you. The blood spray. Miss Meanie, why did you not include blood you saw in your testimony? If you're really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order, Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie?
I'm thinking, don't interrupt me.
But, what are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Well, lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself down. Yeah, calm your tits, witness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. After the murder, part 2. The side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended in, right? And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Uh-huh. Yes, now I see. You have given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Murder. The side room was, kind of dark, you know. The costume was, purple, red. Blood totally blended in. Really? Totally blended in? That's... Well, okay, maybe. I guess, okay. Yeah, whatever. Persuading my... Wait, what? And what was your sister Mimi Meanie like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she, just shocked Dr. Gray, But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me, too. Apologize to Miss Morgan, Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Why didn't you just, let her do it herself? Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Sure. Is there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? What do you mean? When you, going to the crime scene? I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Oh, yes, 'cause Pearl would have been right there. No, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Hmm. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Yeah, sure, why not? I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Meany, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. What about her? You said that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Hello, Watch Witch 24. Welcome, welcome. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of this murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have seen her. So, Miss Meany, what do you have to say about that? Whoa, that was a very interesting look. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There's no way someone walking along the winding way could have not noticed Pearl. Because of the sacred urn. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn? Why do you feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while she was sitting right in the middle of the winding way. Wow, that was a very interesting look there. Anyway, Miss Meany. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting together the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meany. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meany, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. Yeah, apparently she didn't know that. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the room? No. Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? What is this contradiction? It's in your testimony just now. Early in the testimony, Miss Meany, he made the following statement. And, Miss Morgan was the only one who... in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, what does it have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Meany, how did you know that fact? How? I can see that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meany, you did, in fact, go to the channeling chamber. However, you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. but look at the minor guide map. Help me, Mia. Nah, I think we've got this. Thus far, there really hasn't been anything that we couldn't handle. Anyway. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meany, please answer the question. ... Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eeny Meeny. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? She was in the channeling chamber. Miss Meany was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meany was there at the crime scene. Scene of the crime, whatever. Order! That's... Why, that is... Ugh! Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling... in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eeny Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Well, maybe right here? Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Ugh! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no one was hanging around behind the folding screen. See, you stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, imp slimeball! No, Miss Meany. One so young shouldn't be saying. Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Is perjury ever an offense in AA court? Yes, technically, in the fourth game. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Wow, that look. Okay, the witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The clothing box. Miss Meany, how you were able to hide at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box, no person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. I'd have disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means that it has nothing to do at all with the murder. That's right. I was sleeping there, so, like, I should know. That clothing box is there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the scene of the crime? Yes, I can with some evidence. And now, I present the piece of evidence that will prove it. The clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? Oof, I don't have time for your sit up there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole, about 8 inches off the ground. Hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole the same height. Oh yes, I've played up to 4 and Miles Edgeworth's game, and I think I started. Uh, what is it called? Dual Spirits, something like that. The download one from the from the eShop. I haven't played it all the way through, and I've been curious how I might actually try and be able to play that for the stream, if it's at all possible, of course. Okay. But yes, I've played it. Not everyone has, just so you know. Keep spoilers on the DL, please. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and and then into the box. Miss Meany, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ack! Order. So what you're saying... Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eeny Meeny? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eeny Meeny, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the scene of the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene. Pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. Stream buffers, yeah. It's not possible for one person to do that by herself. Correct, it's not possible. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow. Need I remind you this foolishness received no mercy? Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said that it was not possible for one person, correct? You can't be serious. Miss Meany, you had an accomplice. Morgan Fay. This person. If it wasn't someone from Korean Village, you couldn't have gotten this costume. And even if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meany? You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? Why does it look like she pooped her pants there? Wait a minute, what? There's Dr. Gray with the gun there. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted himself or herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Ow. Then she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside her the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was not actually dead yet. He was getting better. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Let's see, that's... Okay, so that's about 8 inches right there. Okay, yeah. That's about... Okay, I see. Murderer took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room. Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Meany, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go, quickly, and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say to that? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason could she have to do such foolish things? Yeah, well, that's, Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one more thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive? Where was Maya's motive to kill Dr. Gray? Motive is something that doesn't exactly come a lot in this series, and I hate it for it. Anyway, yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Bullshit, you don't. Motive. That's... Can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Uh-huh. Ha! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just great. What? Just great now. Even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say that I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps. I'm, totally gonna explain, so, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, wanted revenge, then, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, Dr. Gray. It was, a total coincidence that he asked me about it, you know. She's back to her airhead self. However, you see... Ugh. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meany has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Yes, she does. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. Yes, there is. You don't even have a truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tis. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, that's what I, told you. Huh? I'm gonna serve you a slice of humble pie. Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny. Hold it.
Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute.
All right. Sure, why not? You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder, but, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And there's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had a motive, then why did she kill the victim this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I? Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meany had a motive.
Too bad you're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all.
Blah.
Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Nice rhyme.
And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will blow you out of my...
So help me, I will blow you
out of my way. No way.
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. Okay, well, I guess we gotta continue on from here. We will continue this cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a second here.
Okay. To be continued. Save up to this point, yes. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Annie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me even though we're the same age.
Are you done yet? You've caused me enough pain and suffering.
Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat.
But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back.
Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion.
Wow.
And then we'll know who the real winner is.
June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Courtroom Number 2. District Courtroom Number 2, whatever. Yeah, she looks like she shit her pants in that. Okay. Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Okay, Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meany, please testify this court about your car accident last year.
Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Meany, if you please.
Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Last year's accident.
That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, like, woke up because of a jolt, and, like, it was a sea of flames around me, like, I, like, opened the door and, like, got away.
I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister.
Ugh. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip.
Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meany's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Yeah, I better take it sideways. That was like last year in May. Yeah, something really bad happened that That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct?
Yeah,
What was the cause of the mistake?
like, I heard it was cause the medicines, like, got mixed up.
Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Meanie?
Like, no way. Dr. Gray, like, wanted to blame it on my sis. That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Meanie's fault.
Which means, as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Meanie is the one who made the mistake.
But, like, it really wasn't my sis. And, like, the night.
She was totally tired, you mean exhausted?
Like, she had to talk to the police and, like, was being investigated, like, every day. It was, like, a total terrible tragedy.
Totally terrible situation. Alliteration is not my friend in this point. It's no wonder then that a car didn't happen. It's no. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places?
Huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True, true. But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license.
This is news to me.
You know, this is no news to me. I was not aware you did not have your license, Miss Meanie.
Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway.
I was like totally pooped too, so I fell asleep now. Just see a flame around me. I like opened the door and like got away. Like didn't have my license, so I couldn't take over driving for her. Went in that place it in right after, like it normally does. Okay. Miss Meanie, that was a lame lie just now.
Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Meanie?
That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did he... No, he's perverted.
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November.
What? November.
The accident happened last May. That's a half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What in the... That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Meanie did not have a driver's license.
Ow. Cry, and my whip will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would, like, let me drive.
Yeah. Don't just stand there to yourself. Not you too, Mia. With the whip, and the pain, and the owl, and the old lady. Miss Meanie, Why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway?
That's because...
I think this situation calls for more detailed testimony. Miss Wright, Miss Miss Meany, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean.
Okay, I wouldn't be allowed.
Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too.
Huh. I see. A bright-red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but, sure, why not? Be allowed. And, like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. Just, like... It was a new car?
Yeah, she had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK.
Wait, from the UK? So she would have been on the right side of the car. Okay. The UK? Was that her boyfriend's initials? And just keep moving.
And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive.
I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. Sure, why not press harder? But I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor, yes. Please append what the witness has just said to her testimony. You mean the part about it being a special car from overseas? Yes. So, well, if you like cars that much, then it's not my point. Now, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Meany, would you please fix your testimony?
Sure, whatever.
It was like truly special model from England. Wait a minute. I was not able to escape the fire and die aside. The driver fell asleep at the wheel. I was like really tired and I dropped off. There was a huge crash and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I don't know anything else. And the one driving the car was her sister. Crashed into a center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flying wreckage and died at the time. Driver fell asleep at the wheel. But I opened the... Oh, wait. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. So she was in the driver's seat. Yep, that's it. Miss Meany, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right... God, thank God I didn't have to press or say which page it was under. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it?
Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that?
Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat, the left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. What do you mean by this? Miss Meany, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Oh, order in the court, order, order! Order.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbing nonsense again. And he said the person who was driving her older sister was Meany.
That's what Annie said, yes. out a period. Man, the it just occurred to me how bad the translation is. Not the translation, but the localization was in this. The text is fine, except for grammatical errors like that. There should be a period, apparently, if this is capitalized. There was the where instead of were. W-E-R-E. That is what she said, what Eni said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, it looks like you finally found the real root of the murder. If we connect all the dots, there can be only one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? I'm gonna say the answer is the one person who had her driver's license, Mimi. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Mini, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing on the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Wow, that's going to be a big penalty if I... Okay, this witness's real name is... Mimi. Mimi, that is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble. Then, how do you explain her appearance? When she was admitted into the hospital, this witness was suffering severe facial burns. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, they used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to the doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No, but Mimi, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Of course, I don't know if it's typical, but when they checked dental records and seen that that was Mimi that, or Eenie Meenie that died. Anyway, then the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eenie Meenie. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Meenie? That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Meenie from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Meenie. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Meenie was still, in fact, alive. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Well, Miss Von Kamma? Yeah. Why do you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Meenie. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi, too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far to throw away yourself? To become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Meanie wanted herself to disappear because of this. That's a newspaper clipping. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Meanie. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Meanie had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident, and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. Of course, did she have... Hold on. Did she have red hair? Huh, I guess she dyed her hair. Okay. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imaginations. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Annie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here. Why did you set a murderous revenge plot into motion? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help you with your plan? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francisca von Karma. I'm gonna enjoy the news tonight, Miss Von Karma. How about you? It's gonna be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Oh, sorry. And one more for commission. Oh. I feel so bad for Phoenix now.
Phoenix! Hang in there, Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud, a sham.
Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty! Yay! And just her sister is over there, okay. That is all. This court is adjourned. June 22nd, 3:13 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
Congratulations, Maya. Sis? Boobs! Boobs! It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? I was inside that clothing box, right? And I could smell your boob cheese. Ah, your boob cheese. That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in, see?
Am I lying? Boob cheese, okay.
That's right.
There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Meanie had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotto would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay, who had just committed a murder. She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh?
Nick!
Congrats, Maya.
Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam.
Well, you know.
But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible.
Why would she help Miss Mimi with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... Pearl. Pearlie? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into Crane Village. And that person will be you, Maya. And? But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. Ah, everything was done for her sake. Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. I just want to give everyone a hug. Especially Phoenix, he got the shit kicked out of him. Date and time unknown, detention center, solitary confinement, cell 13. My precious Pearl. You are the only one suitable to be the master of Crane, dear child. I sacrificed for your purposes. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder, and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl possesses. That's Maya Fay. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come, princesses. Okay. Episode 2, Reunion and Turnabout, the end. New episode. Turnabout Big Top. Oh, yes. I get to work on my ventriloquism in this next episode. What does that mean? Well, you get to see. Or maybe not. It depends on if you show up here on Tuesday at 7 p.m. That is -5 GMT. It's currently 9:35 p.m. my time. And hopefully we'll see you then. Until then, wow, this was quite a case. I didn't expect to do a double length, but I had been trying to do those on the weekend anyway. But then we switched from Saturday to Sunday because my dearest wife decided she'd prefer Saturdays hanging out with her family, and so I don't get a whole lot of foot traffic, so there's no point on Saturdays. But that's okay. Because we were able to finish this trial, which took a lot longer than I expected, but at the same time, not as long as I expected. Like I said, I thought there was going to be another day of investigation going, but apparently I misremembered. Wow, interesting trial. It was a there may be cake, but you'll have to tune in to find out, won't you? Yes. But yes, that was a very interesting trial. It was two people wanting to kill a person. Well, one person wanted to kill another person. The other person wanted to blame someone, a third party, in order to get her daughter to be the master. So, I guess when, Pearl was going on vacation, Morgan would take care of the place while the master's away. I don't know. Anyway, we shall continue on Tuesday, as I said. Thank you, Bob Zombie. Thank you, Red Rock, and thank you, and Bob Zombie. I hope everything goes okay. I mean, you didn't do anything, so I don't think you're gonna have to deal with anything. And you're Canadian, so everyone's just gonna say sorry and have some maple syrup to drink and eat Tim Hortons while watching a hockey game. The standard affair. And then get free health care once they've overdosed on Tim Hortons donuts or whatever coffee. Whatever. But and thank you, watch Twitch. For some reason, I thought that was Watch Witch. Watch Twitch 24. Thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I don't think you're here now, but that's fine. That's not racist. That's countryist. Yeah, countryist. That's it. Anyway, till next time, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. See you later.